Hi guys! Welcome to the third video in my Python tutorial. Today we're going to learn different ways to communicate things to our program and vice versa. Let's start with how to show things with our program. For that we use the command console, which we'll use for a big part of this tutorial. With the function print, we can show different messages in the console. Let's look at this example. Let's say I want to show the famous Hello World message in the console, and for that we can use the print function. If you run the code, we'll see that it returns the text we enclosed in the print function. Good. The print function can also show the content of a variable. A variable is it's like a little box that contains information inside. In the next video of this series, we'll go into detail on this, but for now think of it as a box that holds something. To declare a variable, as we say, you would write the name of the variable, for example, to print, then equal, and the value you want to store in that variable. For example, the string Mary. So if we print the variable to print, the result will be good. This way we can get the program to talk to us. But what happens if it's us that want to talk to the program? The input of a program is a way to receive information from the external environment. This can be a user, a file, a sensor, and so on. To input a variable, we use the function input. Within it, we must write the text display so the user knows what type of variable the program expects to receive. Whatever the user inputs is what that function will return, so we have to assign it to a variable to store the value. Let's look at this example to understand. We're going to ask the user to type their name and then the program will greet them. So hi and then the name. If we run the code, it works as expected. But let's see. When the user types their name, it stays in the same line as the text your name. If we want to avoid that, then we can use the special character / followed by n right at the end of the input's display text, and that way the program knows we want to create a new line before the actual user input. Something important to keep in mind is that input allows us to capture the data that our users input, but stores it as strings, regardless of whether the value is a number or not. The variable name will hold a string even if our user types in the number 3. If what we want is for our users to input their favorite number and want to store that as an integer, we need to do something known as casting the function. So the code would look like this. Now the variable fav is of the data type integer. Casting functions will be really useful in your Python journey, so don't worry, we'll keep practicing that in future videos. So that's how we communicate with our program, and we'll continue to do so throughout the learning process. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and code up!